My dear students and friends, today I am going to teach you about the computer memories. Computer memory is a generic term for all the different types of data storage technology that computer may use are designed to be very fast. That means the CPU, central processing unit, which is also known as the brain of the system or heart of the computer or a machine, can access data stored there very quickly. Computer memory is any physical device capable of storing information either temporarily or permanent. It is a storage space in the computer where data is to be processed. It stores the program that can be executed with nanoseconds. Computer memory is primarily categorized into three different types. Primary memory, which is also known as a main memory. Cache memory, the fastest memory placed between main memory and secondary memory. The third type is a secondary memory. Primary memory holds only those data and instructions on which the computer is currently working. It has limited capacity and temporary storage. Registers are group of flip-flops, nothing but 1-bit storage device, fastest memory made up of semiconductors, which is known to be level 0 memory in the hierarchy chart of computer memories. Primary memories hold the data and instructions to be processed. There are two types: RAM, random access memory, a volatile memory. The second type is read-only memory, ROM, non-volatile memory. RAM is the internal memory of the CPU for storing data and program results. It is a read-write memory which stores data until machine is working. If the power gets failed, data also gets volatile, erased. RAM is a volatile memory. The data stored in it is lost when either power failure or the system is switched off. UPS, uninterrupted power supply, is used to retain the data in RAM even though power gets failed. RAM is of two types. Random access memory is of two types: SRAM, static RAM. The another type is a dynamic RAM, DRAM. Static RAM, the word static indicates that the memory retains its contents as long as power is being supplied. However, the data is lost when power gets down due to volatile nature. SRAM chips use matrix of 6 transistors and no capacitors. Transistors do not require power to prevent the leakage, so SRAM need not be refreshed on regular basis. There is a extra space in the matrix, hence SRAM uses more chips than DRAM for the same amount of storage space, making manufacturing cost higher. SRAM is thus used as cache memory and has very fast access. Characteristics of SRAM: long life, no need to refresh, faster, used as cache memory, large size, expensive and high power consumptions. Dynamic RAM, DRAM. DRAM, unlike SRAM, must be continually refreshed in order to retain the data. This done by placing the memory on refresh circuit that rewrites the data several hundred times per second. DRAM is used for most system memory as it is a cheap and small. All DRAMs are made up of memory cells which are composed of one capacitor and one transistor. Characteristics of DRAM are short data lifetime, needs to be refreshed continuously, slower as compared to SRAM, smaller in size, less expensive and less power consumption. There are many types of DRAM that can be used in the device. Synchronous DRAM, SDRAM, syncs memory speeds with CPU clock speeds, letting the memory controller know the CPU clock cycle. This allows the CPU to perform more instructions at a time. The second type is Rambus DRAM, RDRAM, was more widely used in the early 2000s for graphic cards. DDR, SDRAM, double data rate DDR, SDRAM, almost doubles the bandwidth in data rate of SDRAM by using double pinning. This process allows the data to transfer on rising and falling edges of clock signal. It has been available in different iterations over time, including DDR2, DDR3 and DDR4. The next generation of DRAM is DDR, which achieves greater bandwidth than the preceding single data rate SDRAM by transferring data. It doubles the transfer rate without increasing the frequency of the clock. The first generation of DDR memory, the prefetch buffer is 2-bit, which is a double of SDR, SDRAM. The prefetch of a DDR2 is a 4-bit with the same internal clock, but the transfer rate doubles of that of DDR1. The prefetch of DDR3 is 8-bit with the same internal clock speed, but transfer rate is again double of that of DDR2. The prefetch of DDR4 is 16-bit with same internal clock speed, but transfer rate is again double of that of DDR3. Read-only memory ROM. The memory from which we can only read but cannot write on it. This type of memory is non-volatile. The information is stored permanently in such memories during manufacture. The ROM stores such instructions that are required to start a computer. This operation is referred to as bootstrap. Let us discuss the various types of ROMs and their characteristics. Masked ROM, MROM. The very first ROMs were hardwired devices that contained a pre-programmed set of data or instructions. These kinds of ROMs are known as masked ROMs, which are inexpensive. PROM, Programmable Read-Only Memory. PROM is a read-only memory that can be modified only once by a user. The user buy a blank PROM and enters the desired contents using a PROM program. Inside the PROM chip, there are small fuses which are burnt during programming. It can be programmed only once and it is not erasable. The third type of ROM is EPROM, Erasable and Programmable Read-Only Memory, EPROM. EPROM can be erased by exposing it to ultraviolet for a duration of up to 40 minutes. Usually, EEPROM eraser achieves this function. During programming, an electrical charge is tapped in an insulated gate region. The charge is retained for more than 10 years because the charge has no leakage path. For erasing this charge, the ultraviolet light is passed through a quartz crystal window, that is, lid is provided on the top of the EEPROM. This exposure to ultraviolet light dissipates the charge. During the normal use, the quartz lid is sealed with a sticker. It should not be exposed to the ultraviolet rays. The next type of read-only memory is electrically erasable and programmable ROM, EEPROM. EEPROM is programmed and electrically erasable. It can be erased and reprogrammed about 10,000 times. Both erasing and programming take about 4 to 10 milliseconds. In EEPROM, any location can be selected, erased and programmed. EEPROM can be erased one byte at a time rather than erasing the entire chip. Hence, the process of reprogram is flexible but slow. The next type of computer memory is a secondary memory. This type of memory is also known as external memory or non-volatile memory. It obviously slower than primary memory. These are used for storing data or information permanently. CPU directly does not access these memories. Instead, they are accessed via input-output routines. The contents of secondary memories are first transferred to main memory and then the CPU can access it. The type of secondary memory is hard disk drive. HDD is made up of series of circular disks called platters arranged one over the other almost half-inch apart around a spindle. Disks are made of non-magnetic material. Data is stored by magnetizing or demagnetizing the magnetic coating. A magnetic reader arm is used to read data from and write data to the disk. A typical modern HDD has capacity in terabytes, TB. The next type of secondary memory is SSD, solid state drive, is a new generation of storage of device used in computers. SSD replaces traditional mechanical hard disk by using flash based memory, which is significantly faster. SSD speeds up computer significantly due to their low read access times and fast throughputs. The next one is CD or DVD, compact disc, circular discs that use optical rays, usually lasers, to read and write data. CD-ROM. The data on these CDs are recorded by the manufacturer. CD-R. Recordable data can be written by the user once on the CD-R, cannot be deleted or modified later. CD-RW. Rewritable data can be written and deleted on these optical discs again and again. DVD, digital video display, are optical devices that can store 15 times the data held by CDs. DVDs are also available in 3 different variants such as read-only, writable ones, rewritable. The next type of secondary memory is a flash drive. Flash drive is small ultra portable storage device which has no moving parts, unlike an optical drive or traditional hard disk. Flash drive, often referred to as pen drives, thumb drives, or jump drives. The term USB drive and SSD are also sometimes used. Flash drives have completely replaced floppy drives for portable storage, and considering how large and inexpensive flash drives have become, they have even nearly replaced CD, DVD, Blu-ray disc BD for data storage purposes. The last type of computer memory is cache memory. Is extremely fast memory type that acts as a buffer between RAM and the CPU. It holds frequently requested data and instructions so that they immediately available to the CPU when needed. Cache memory is used to reduce the average time to access data from the main memory. A cache is a smaller, faster memory located close to the processor core which stores copies of the data from frequently used main memory locations. Thank you.